there YouTube, this is Keithy1980 bringing you some more Wycombe Wanderers on Football Manager 2016. Before I go any further, it's been a horrible month. Some good, some bad, but in the league it's been not great, as you'll see in the results in a minute. But as you can see, I have my first red card. It was a bit of a, it wasn't a good one, so I fined the guy, and it was that defensive midfielder. I wasn't happy with how he did it. He got a yellow card, but he didn't get a second yellow card, he got a straight red. So I was quite annoyed with that. Anyway, as you can see in the league, I am just with 1 point at the top of the table. I mean, I don't mind dropping down to the playoffs, but after all this work and frustrating. As you can see with my wage budget, I'm currently spending 20,000, so I need that to go down because my bank balance does not look good with 310,000 in the red. But they did say that it's going to look promising, so I'm wondering if they're thinking I'm going to do well in the FA Cup, which is why I'm live streaming, I do apologise, live comming the Forest Green match. Now last time I didn't have the match in place, I didn't know who it was going to be, but Forest Green beat a League One team, I think, so they're giant killers. But this, I am at home. As you can see, the nice little picture, that's my stadium where the two badges are. Anyway, let's go into the schedule. Where I left you was after we beat Lincoln 2-0. We went into the Johnson's Paint Trophy South quarterfinals and comfortably beat Barnet 2-0. Goals by Ugwu in the 30th minute and Harriman in the 61st. Harriman was doing an absolutely clinical job in that midfield role, and I'm debating whether to keep him there and retrain him for Thompson, who I was seeing what his first name was. I think it's Gary Thompson. So yeah, we got into the semi-finals. As you can see, we are against Peterborough United, which is the match after the FA Cup, 3 days after the FA Cup. I'm not going to do a live com for that. If we win it and get to the South final, I'll probably record live com that one, and I'll definitely live com the final as well, instead of keep doing the FA Cup runs, unless we get a huge team in the FA Cup. Then we went away to AFC Wimbledon, and we only they pushed us in the second half. We only just won this. I mean, look at the stats. AFC Wimbledon, 19 shots, 9 on target, and he only scored 1 goal. Matt Ingram had a game of his life. Look, this rating 9.1. But we started off really well. Gozi Ugwu scored in the 3rd minute, and Donatian scored in the 13th minute. And then just before half time, George Iliev of AFC Wimbledon got one back to make it 2-1, and the second half kicked off, and AFC Wimbledon were all over us, literally all over us, and I thought we were going to lose. I really did think we were going to lose, if not come out with a draw, but we needed to win at least one of these matches to stay top of the table. But a win's a win. Then we went away to Yeovil, and a draw. Did we deserve the draw? Yes, we did. I don't think we had a great game here, as you can see by our match stats compared to their play match stats, and we couldn't hit the target. 12 shots on at goal and only 2 on target. We scored 1. They had 15 and got 6 on target, and it was one of those backwards and forwards. We only got 1-1 draw because of a penalty. So that match, I don't know what's happened to us recently. Then we went home against Portsmouth and lost in the 4th minute. We were abysmal yet again. The only player who actually stood out was Stephen McGinn. He's always been playing well, and this is where Josh Pritchard got the red card. He didn't get a second yellow card. He got a yellow card, then a straight red. So he got fined. He got fined £1,500 just because of. It does say that he got a second yellow card, but I didn't see it. I didn't see that second yellow. So losing to Pompey wasn't the best result we could have asked for. And then we went home to Notts County and this was a very scrappy match. We should have picked a win up here, but these were bottom of the table. I just don't understand how we drew against them, but their stats were far better than ours. So I think it's something I've done in the tactics. I might have to change it back, because since I've changed it, we've been playing really, really terribly. As you can see, Anthony Stewart got us off to a 1-0 start, and I was like, yes, this is the things to go again. Then Liam Noble of Notts County pulled it back to make it 1-1. Then Ugwu made it 2-1, and we were flying at this point. We were actually doing quite well until McLeod scored for Notts County in the 66th minute. Then we seemed to just say, oh, we're not playing no more. So as you can see, Matt Ingram has been playing absolutely brilliantly. His stats have been going up a lot better since I said, oi, either play or you're out of the team. So yeah, that brought us. That was our match in hand, that Notts County match, and we didn't finish it. We should have really beaten them. Tactically wise, this was the one that we changed. I'm going to change it again to what it was. What was it? It was deep lying forward, wasn't it? Was it deep lying forward we had, or was it an advanced forward? Yes, it was an advanced forward. Look how high he's gone. And target man, Holloway. Yes, that's right. I do apologise, but yeah, I've just recently rollicked all the players for playing terribly the last few matches. So we'll get straight into this. And here we are, Forest Green. Hopefully we'll lose, but they're giant killers. So in the team we have Ingram in goal, Harriman, Donchian, Stewart and Jacobson in defence. In midfield we have Pritchard in defensive mid, Kretschmar, McGinn and Wood in the main and central midfield role, Ugwu and Hoy in the strike force. So let's get this game underway. Your teams are warming up. Should hope they are. They're not going to go out cold, or they'll get injuries galore. I do apologise if this takes a little bit of time. It's just been loaded for the first time today. Right. I want to see a better performance. I have faith in you. Of course I have faith in you. And here we go. We are playing in the blues as always, and they're playing in white. So, I don't know, is it my tactic that's going wrong recently, or is it just a bit of bad luck? I'm hoping it's a bit of bad luck. Kretschmar, and that is an absolutely beauty by Jacobson, and that makes it Wycombe 1, Forest Green 0. Lovely floating cross free kick from Kretschmar, and Jacobson must have got it on his head to get it in. Here we are. And Jacobson comes running in off the boot, first time, little volley, lovely. Jacobson to Pritchard. Pritchard needs to find a ball forwards, but he finds it to McGinn, to Kretschmar, and he scores it as well. Lovely little strike by Kretschmar, his second goal of the season. And that makes Wycombe Wanderers 2, Forest Green 0. Let's have a look at the 3D highlight. There's Pritchard, he passes it to McGinn. McGinn first touch over to Kretschmar. Kretschmar just toe pokes it in. Lovely little goal. And we've only had 2 shots, and both of them on target and scored. I think maybe that little change is what caused me to lose a load of matches. There's Jacobson, back to Stewart. Stewart's looking out for McGinn. McGinn to Holloway. Holloway's forward, that's unlucky. We couldn't quite get to it. The player had him tightly marked. And Jacobson has it to Pritchard, to McGinn. Ugwu. Ugwu needs to find a man. That's a lovely pass, and Holloway scores and makes it 3 for Wycombe and 0 for Forest Green. And this is after 35 minutes. So, looks like we're going through to the third round. Well, I didn't think this would be as easy a match because, like I say, Forest Green beat a League One side, so I thought they'd put up a better fight than this. McGinn's looking a bit tired, and so is Holloway. Calvin Zola, is he one of the Zolas that we think? His son or something? And Crooks is... No, we've managed to defend. McGinn needs to get it out. Nice defending, lads. Nice defending. I was about having a heart attack there. Before half-time and 4 goals being scored. Edwards with the throw-in. He's trying to find someone. He's taking his time. He's found Sinclair. Sinclair to Wedgbury. Calvin Zola has the ball, and Crooks, I think that might have been offside. I'm not sure. No? But we managed to get it out. See, defensively, we're doing really, really well. If we lose a match, it's only by 1 goal. You weren't that bad. It's a debate whether to get McGinn off and swap him for Marcus Beam, but we'll wait another 10 minutes or so, see how his condition deteriorates. But he's not been the fittest. He's been quite unfit. Oh, well, we want Holloway to come off. Do we want Thompson or... Thompson can stay in the sidelines. I mean, if I trained Max Kretschmar in that midfield right place, would that be a good idea instead of Harriman because he's only on loan? I suppose it makes more sense to do Max Kretschmar. And the second half has been pretty boring. We're going to make a couple of subs on the 70th minute. McGinn and Bean, and we are going to bring on Thompson. He's a veteran, he knows what he's doing, and more fresh legs in the midfield. Always handy to have those fresh legs in the midfield. And wow, this has been pretty poor second half. Wow, Duncan, Harriman, I think this is the last highlight before they say, right, it's game over. Bean, Jacobson. Go on, ref, blow your whistle, just say it's game over. And that is the minute. Oh, yep, Wycombe Wanderers 3, Forest Green 0 at full time. So I'm really happy with that result. I haven't shown you the league. Did I show you the league table? Yes, I did show you the league table. We're only 1 point in up front. Let's have a look at some of the other results in the FA Cup. There's going to be a replay between Wealdstone and Sheffield United, which is a bit of a shock. Also, there's going to be another replay between Bromley and Kings Lynn. League 1, Bury 1. Carlisle against Shrewsbury is going to be replayed. Doncaster and Walsall is also going to be replayed. There's been a lot of replays. Fleetwood beat Scunthorpe. Barnsley beat Gateshead. Gillingham thrashed Chester. Swindon beat Mansfield Town. Peterborough and Southend get to play each other again. Myself, I beat Forest Green. And finally, Rochdale only just beat Yeovil Town by the looks of things. So that's all of the matches done. And let's have a look at my schedule. See what I can do for you next time. It depends when the FA Cup is. Let's just click continue in it. Leave to physio. I know you probably don't want to see this schedule. Will it show me? No, it won't show me. If the FA Cup is after, let's say, 5 league games, I'll do it. If it's way down in January, down here, I'll do a league match. It also depends on the Johnston's Paint Trophy Cup. So I'm trying to do more cups than leagues and keep you up to date with the league. But this has been Keithy1980, this has been Football Manager 2016. Thank you for joining in, and I'll see you next time with a random game. But I won't do too many. It'll be like 5 or 6 games, then a live com. Right, take care everybody, and see you soon. This is just a quick side note. P.S. We are playing Barnsley in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, League One Barnsley. We have beat League One teams before, so I'm hoping this one goes pretty well. It does say the 9th of January, so when we look at the schedule, the 9th of January will be normally when we face Dagenham and Redbridge. Why we're playing them twice? Probably because that one's been moved. So we're looking at 5 league matches and the Johnsons, which I will actually cover the FA Cup 3rd round. Thank you very much.